Greetings and welcome to the latest edition of the Jacksonville Buzz. I am your host, Adrienne Houghton. Joining me in the studio today is Kymberly Wolfson from the Women's Board of the Wolfson Children's Hospital. You probably think, Kymberly Wolfson? Wolfson Children's Hospital? Is there a connection? Good morning, Kymberly.
Good morning, Adrienne. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolute pleasure. So the question is there a connection between your last name and the Wolfson Children's Hospital?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is a connection. The Wolfson Children's Hospital is named in honor of my great-grandfather, who had the vision for starting a children's clinic in our community that would be open and accessible to all children, regardless of their race, religion, ability to pay for care. And he wrote a letter to his sons, one of them being my grandfather, just charging them with seeing out his mission. And that was something that they took to heart and accomplished.
So here we have.
And so here we are.
So tell me about the Women's Board,
Sure.
because you raise funds, significant funds. When was it started?
The Women's Board was started 50 years ago, so we're really excited this year to be celebrating our 50th anniversary. And it was started with one mission, and that's to raise funds and awareness for Wolfson Children's Hospital. And over the last 50 years, we've raised over $34 million for the hospital, which we're very proud of.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yes. So, I mean, you all get together, and are there set events throughout the year that
Sure.
you do that come back annually?
Sure. There's two major events. One is the Florida Forum, and that is a speaker series where we have 3 to 4 really nationally or internationally recognized speakers, and they're usually speaking on a variety of fascinating topics. Sometimes they're political leaders, sometimes they're actors or singers. This last year we had Tim McGraw was one of our speakers. This coming season we're featuring Bill Browder, who is a really well-known businessman and journalist who's brought a lot of attention to what's happening in Russia. He's also an author. We have Allison Felix, who is an Olympic athlete, as most people know, and she's also a new mom who's had a baby in the NICU, which is our current funding target, the neonatal intensive care unit at Wolfson. And then our third speaker this year is Jenna Bush Hager. She's one of the hosts of the Today Show and the daughter of President George Bush. And then our second event is new this year. We are taking the Art and Antique Show, which has been kind of a staple event of the Women's Board that so many in this community are familiar with, and we're giving it a bit of a refresh. So this year it's changing from the Art and Antique Show to the Winter Design Show, which we're thrilled about. We're going to feature local interior designers, artists from around our area. We're bringing back some of the most beloved antique dealers, and we're really trying to celebrate our area. So the theme of this year's event is Flaunting the First Coast. And we're just excited about the new direction that the event is taking.
And how many people are on the Women's Board?
The Women's Board is made up of approximately 400 women.
Oh, so everyone busying around.
Everyone busying around, yes. And we welcome new members. So if anyone has an interest in joining us, we would be thrilled. You can find out more online on our website or our social media pages. But the women who are members of the Women's Board give of time and if they're able financially or just word of mouth. There's so many different ways that you can be involved to support the Women's Board and Wolfson Children's.
You mentioned that people can, you're always looking for people to volunteer and be a part of it. How, in fact, do they do that? Is there what is the address on, because I know people are like, oh, I don't know, is it Women's Board, is it WCH, what is it?
The best place is to go online to our website, which is womensboardwch.com. You can find all of our contact information there, and you can also access our social media pages from the website.
Oh, wonderful. Now, what is your current funding target?
Sure. So our current funding target, we're in the final year of a 5-year fundraising pledge for the NICU, which is the neonatal intensive care unit.
Yeah.
And we've just, Wolfson has just opened a brand new critical care tower, which we are thrilled about. And the new NICU is housed within that.
So, I mean, people can go onto the website. They can, in fact, donate as well.
Correct. Yes, you can donate as well. We love the donation of time, but we also really love the donation of money.
Absolutely,
so
absolutely.
You can find tickets to the events and more information about the Winter Design Show and the forum on our website. Purchase tickets to those or make a donation to the Children's Hospital through our website.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Absolute pleasure. And don't forget, if you'd like to know any more information about Wolfson Children's Hospital or the Women's Board, you can also find it on iwannabuzz.com.